Well, Dan, the close season typically for players, nice rest period for the grounds team here at Peterborough United. It's where it's incredibly busy. Well, it's been incredibly busy for you guys for so long, but talk us through what's going on at this moment in time.
So following obviously last year's disaster, there's a lot going on. Obviously the general renovation period that we have every year, where we remove all the organic matter and thatch away from the pitch, just leaving the mixed dose surface behind. And then the grow-in starts now pretty much for next year's promotion winning pitch. But yeah, we still got drainage to reinstate that got destroyed with the leak and lots of other things in place as well as the training ground renovation, which is now complete and growing in.
I mean, it's such a challenge in a short space of time. It is every year, but I guess for you guys, given what you went through last year, it's even more long hours to try and fit it into the protocols.
Yeah, I mean the amount of organic matter we took out this year, mainly because of what was left behind after the flood, is twice as much as what we usually get, especially in the stadium. So that's been a challenge and dragged the process out a little bit, but the club have been amazing with pre-season fixtures, etc. Not being at home at this stage anyway, will allow us the longest period to grow the pitch in, nice and steady, and that's the way we all want it to be. And hopefully, well, I'm sure that next year's pitch will be something that my staff, the club, the players, the gaffer and the fans can be proud of.
I mean, we're standing here out of the rain at this moment in time. I don't know whether rain's good for you or not at this stage. What kind of weather do you want?
I could have done with another half a day, but this is perfect for the growing. So yeah, we had some lovely heat, got into the ground, and now a bit of wet, perfect.
Are you like the perfect weatherman? If I want to know what's going to go on at 4 o'clock in a couple of days' time, are you the man to come to?
I reckon I have about 15 weather apps on my phone. None of them are right, but you lick the finger, look up to the sky, and usually get pretty accurate anyway. But yeah, we're mad for us groundsmen looking at the weather. Yeah, if you want to know the weather, come and see us.
You've got a very small team with you. They've obviously been doing the hours just like you have as well. And
Yeah.
I guess, given what you went through last year, you probably saw more of them than you probably did your own family.
Yeah, it's true, very true. The boys have been outstanding. Not only the boys, the gaffer, the players, their understanding, the club itself, the insurers, Sports and Stadia for the supply of the cloud cover. I mean, down to Ricky the chef and the local small businesses who've been feeding the staff on 14-hour days. It's been immense. It's not something I ever want to go through again. It's difficult to see, especially all the hard work we put in with a small team through lockdown, disappear in 17 days kind of thing. So yeah, it's long hours. The boys have put it in and not complained. It's been sleeping under the cover. It's been crowd safe guys doing night shifts. It's been the lot. So yeah, we're looking forward to hopefully a little quiet period while the boys get back in training, and then right into the championship season.
And I guess as well, you must look back at that time now and actually be very proud that no game was lost to that, given what you went through, the weather conditions, all the fixtures tightly packed together.
Yeah, I mean the club's investment in a mixed dough product about 3 years ago now in the stadium. Without it, you would have lost quite a few games. Also, the insurers and the cloud cover, that helped a lot. But the playability of the surface, even though it looked terrible, the playability of the surface never really changed that much. There was lots of goals, some good football, and no injuries, which is the main thing that we were after. And to get through that season without losing any fixtures is a great effort, really, not only by my guys and myself, but by the club and everything that happened in the background.
You had a big tent over the pitch.
Yeah.
For a long period of time. You said you probably slept under it at some point. just explain, because a few people were asking what the usage of that was. Obviously, it's to protect from elements.
Yeah.
But how did it help in terms of the surface?
I mean, to grow a pitch in winter, probably in the most congested season in history, is impossible. Now, what the cover did was protect the surface from any inclement weather, whilst also pumping a little bit of hot air through it. Now that just helped us keep the surface dry because we had no drainage. It was all blocked up after the flood. So yeah, it kept the surface dry and made sure that we could get games on without any problem. It was just a 24/7 sort of structure. You couldn't leave it for 5-10 minutes. You had to be there all the time while the structure was up. So yeah, without that, and then the help from insurers and the work that Dawn did behind the scenes, we would have lost games for certain.
And just while you mentioned the training ground there, because it's not just here you look at.
No,
the Heidi Birdie training ground as well. And is that more of a smaller renovation, or is it similar size?
We went heavy again with the mixto down there. I mean, 75% of the area down there is not reinforced like in the stadium. We have one pitch down there that's reinforced, exactly the same as the stadium situation. He had a good clean out and he's growing in nicely. The boys are back next week, so he should be back within a couple of weeks of their return and ready for, I think, a pretty busy 23 schedule down there as well as first team and youth team training.